And welcome back to Let's Play Blightfall. I thought I'd start out by showing you some of the proceeds of my mining trip after I've arrived back home. First of all, I got some quartz and some shards and some nether quartz actually, which I was surprised by. I did find one mine chest after I went off camera, and this is basically what I had, like 3 bread and, which I'm not sure why I put that in here, but 3 bread and a couple mundane belts, which are used for Thaumcraft. I'm gonna keep my food-related items, actually. I found this bone. I'm not sure if you were on screen for that. And then I found all this ore. So a lot of iron, a little silver, tin, and copper. And that is actually... I ended up finding 10 total copper, which is more than enough for my purposes. So what we got to do today are a couple things. First of all, I'm going to create... you know, I was actually just thinking that I probably can't smelt iron yet. What I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to keep going with these sapling and seed quests, even though my reputation is terrible right now. And in the meantime, I already turned in a couple of geology things. I turned in some schist and some granite. Yeah, I found blue. I found green schist. I did find some gold at the end of the tunnel, and actually, if you look at my map, I marked a bunch of things. So I built this tunnel going this way, and I found some really good ores down here. And actually, at the end of my tunnel, I actually found gold, which is right in here somewhere. And I need that gold really badly. Or aluminum, frankly, would also do the trick with my copper. But I figured let's... okay, that's it. That's the type of tree that I was looking for. That's going to help me a lot. And then this peppercorn, that's good too. So I am now going to say that I really don't need to be screwing around with much more in the way of trees and stuff, because I've got the best one that I need now. So one thing that I'd like to do today is to go ahead and plant that blood sapling. And so I think in order to do that, I think I might want to climb this tree and go out on the roof. And so let's, we're going to be doing 2 things today. Well, 2 main things. One is beginning ore-related smelting things that I need to do. It's kind of a convoluted way of saying that. And 2 is turning in some quests and maybe building that bloodwood tree. So let's go to the instructor. First things first, I need to build a copper pickaxe. And I can actually do this using vanilla Minecraft techniques. And I really only want to put in 3 of those, okay? And then actually, might as well, real quick, in order to flesh this out and use the rest of that coal, let's just grab this barley and wheat, and let's make some flour. I'm going to make 5 flour real quick. Actually, I'm going to make all of that into flour. And we're going to throw 1, 2, 3, 4 is the only reliable way. Flour onto this, so I can, you know, conserve that coal there. And that will cook up that bread, and that's great. I'm going to need that for quests and stuff anyway. And then in the meantime, we can actually go ahead and... Sorry. Let's see here. Okay, I'm out of wood. So we're going to have to chop down a tree. Where's my hatchet? I actually could have left that when I went mining, but okay. So let's just grab this oak. I got enough trees and seeds and everything over the last couple of episodes that I'm really depleted my reputation. I really can't afford to at least get more saplings. I don't need more saplings anyway, for the most part. But what I can do is I can go ahead and make this copper pickaxe. And that will actually allow me to mine at the same level as my ghostwood, I believe. Or not ghostwood, darkwood? What is it called? Yeah, darkwood and copper are the same. So we're just going to take our 3 ingots and make a copper pickaxe, and that will open up another achievement, actually. And if you go to achievements, that counts for your vanilla Minecraft getting an upgrade and time to mine at the same time, apparently. And also, you know, on achievements, if you want, you can go to Botania and find your achievement tree there, which is something we're going to be doing eventually. And I'm not sure how much of those are going to apply. And Applied Energistics has its achievement setting. Tinker's Construct. So we're supposed to open our Tinker's Manual once, and we can do that once we build a smeltery. So, and I think there's others as well. But anyway, let me get back to this. So I can turn that in, get 3 mission outlook, which is good, but not a lot. I keep the pickaxe, and now it wants me to build, harvest some gold, which gold is bronze. I need bronze, or I need there's another thing called oraclase I think I can use, but we're gonna use bronze because that's what I need to get that gold. In order to get bronze, I really need to get that smeltery going, which means then you have to harvest sand. So there's really 2 things I have a very basic priority to do today, and that is harvest some sand. I've got clay, by the way, and I've got gravel, enough to build a smelter anyway. Can always expand it later. But I need to harvest sand, and that's fine. And the other thing I need to do is I need to plant my bloodwood tree. Now, the bloodwood tree is a little bit cheaty, to be honest with you, and this is something that I've observed in other Let's Plays. The truth is that the bloodwood tree is the same hardness as, bloodwood. Let's see here. I'm just looking it up on the other page here. Yeah, bloodwood is the same as if I had invar or steel, which is a step above even iron or bronze, which means that I could skip the whole bronze thing and just make a bloodwood set of tools. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use bloodwood for useful things, but I'm not going to use it to circumvent the metal progression, which I think is a little bit cheaty. And frankly, if there's one criticism I have of this mod pack, it is how strong bloodwood is, or the fact that they can use it. Let me rephrase. The fact that you can use it to get around the metal progression, I think, is problematic. So what I'm doing is I'm making a little thing out to here, and then what I'm going to do is simply put a nether rack at the end. That should be enough space. I really am concerned about him. I think that'll be fine. Great. Now I need to find a way down. Okay, that's not going to work. I think I have to go out there and tunnel up, which means I have to kill him. Okay. No problem. No armor, no problem. Why don't I just do that? Yeah, I'll just tunnel over to him, stay on untainted soil, and kill him. God, those things are freaky. Hang on 1 second. I just gotta check. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I had to check to make sure I was still recording. Okay, so that's about as close as I feel comfortable getting. Oh. And that would be why. He just did 3.5 hearts, but I've got him on the ropes now. He is a goner. And he even dropped a little thing. Okay, so that should clear up the enemies in this area. I can now drop down here. Get, hopefully, a lot of this dirt back. Try to avoid too much taint flu. Let me try this technique here. Now, the truth is that this bloodwood tree might actually want to go deeper into the ground than I've prepared for here, which is fine. But let me at least get it planted so it can start thinking about growing. And if it doesn't, if it ends up not working, there we go. Okay, so that was a little glitch there. If it ends up not working, then at least I will have, I'll have the ability to kind of make that assessment after a little while. So let's grab a bunch of this dirt back, because I still could use this dirt for farming and stuff. Although, frankly, I think I'm pretty well set on dirt now. And, you know, I kind of want to make a door on this side. Let's just do that. Okay. And we'll stick some dirt there for now. I'll actually put a real door there at some point. Okay, and let's reclaim our dirt. So I will go up here and just knock all this down. We'll have a magic floating netherrack. See, I'm guessing when that thing goes, it's going to just knock a giant hole in the ground in the clay there, which is fine. Because that stuff, let me tell you something. Trees in this mod pack, I'm not sure if they were reprogrammed, if they've always been this way, or if it's a modded Minecraft thing, but they tend to knock things out of the way when they grow, you know? And that can be bad, like if you've got chests or something. I saw an LP of some guy once who lost like a really important chest of his because of the tree growth behavior. So that's just going to knock that clay right out of the way, and I'm actually not wanting to be around when it does because it could kill me. Like if that tree grew right into me, it would kill me. So there we go. That should create, and that should be far enough from the dome at least that it won't destroy anything that I find valuable, but at the same time it could destroy the land around me, which is fine. Like I said, okay. Okay, there we go, and we will just knock that down. And I think that will be fine. Okay, so we've recovered all of our dirt as well for the most part, and we are good to go for the next stage, which is harvesting sand, I guess. Alright. So I'm going to sleep, and then we're going to go out and harvest some sand. This is kind of a unpleasant thing to do because you have to be in the water or alternatively on tainted ground with enemies coming at you and things like that, and it's not pleasant at all. I'm going to put my ores temporarily in here. Doing okay on food. I actually didn't die. I don't think I've actually died once yet, which is impressive for me. So that bush is coming along. It's almost fully grown. I should have slept, but oh well. Oops. Oh, I forgot about him. Okay, well, you know what I'm going to do, actually, before I do anything else? This is something that I meant to do earlier. This is just planning ahead, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a iron-capped wand real quick. The reason being is that I can, and even though it might be a little bit of a waste of charcoal here, I'm going to create I'm going to smelt 2 of my irons and use it to create a wand. Because that way I can start collecting V's for the wand, which is something that I'm obsessed with having enough of to create objects in Thaumcraft, which is probably the most important mod in this mod pack. I think this mod pack could be, if you really wanted to, you could call it the Thaumcraft mod pack or something like that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this into toast. This bread will cook into toast, which is another type of food, so I'm going to keep that flour. Okay, and so what I'm going to do with these irons is make them into nuggets, which I can do without any special technology, and then you simply, I need to make them into caps, and I can get 3 caps out of that, and that's fine. I'll put 1 of them in here and the nuggets in here, and then I will simply put a stick and 2 caps, and we've got an iron capped wand. That will allow me to start collecting V, which is the magical energy you get both from siphoning them from nodes, which we'll find in the world, and from killing enemies, which is what I'm going to do to this guy in just a minute if I can find a strategic way to do so. Let me see. I think that I could create a door right here. Oh, I wish I had a ranged weapon. I think I'm just going to go for this. This is going to be a little bit messy and unpleasant, but I'm going to do it, so. Okay, I died. No problem. Let me try again. Dying in this game is bad because it does have negative... God, why can't I hit him? Okay, I'm going to die again. Run away. Okay, I cannot take him on right now. And I don't know why I wasn't hitting him. I think it's maybe my sword broke or something, but we're just going to avoid him for now. I'm going to instead grab some of this sand down here. Now that's not going to help me. I need to use my hand. Okay, whatever. So, you know what I should really do is go create a shovel. or find a place where there's not a tendril that I can go to and collect sand from. Maybe I could just do that. Maybe I could create a boat, go find a sandbank without a tentacle on it, and get it from there. Either way, I can't fight him until I have a crossbow or a bow or something, and I don't right now. And I don't think it's worth making one right now. But I will once I get my bloodwood, but I really need iron, or it'd be nice to have iron to tip those bolts. I could make a set of dummy bolts, I guess, and then just upgrade later, but I don't know. Why don't I just do that? Okay, so I'll just do that. It's, except for I don't have any feathers. I have to use leaves, that's fine. But then I need to smelt 2 more iron. Nah, I can't do it without a smeltery. I just don't think, if I can, I'm not good enough to. So we're not going to do that. That's just too complicated. It's better to have a smeltery for making bolts and stuff. All right, let's just do something else. Let's just find a sandbank. So I'll just go up here and find one up there that doesn't have a tendril on it. All right. By the way, here's my toast. And one thing you're going to notice, and I haven't really talked about this yet, is that food in this mod tends to be less useful over time. So in other words, it doesn't restore as much hunger the longer you go with this and you eat the same thing over and over again. And it's from the Spice of Life mod that basically you're not supposed to, it wants to encourage you to avoid repetitious eating habits, eating the same thing over and over again, which is somewhat realistic. You know, in real life, we don't eat bread every single meal, and if we did, we'd probably get pretty sick of it. And it probably would, psychologically at least, not restore our sense of being well-fed over time. So the game kind of plays with that and makes you try to use, other types of food over time. So let's just create a shovel real quick. Shovels are really easy. Okay, and then let's create a boat. And let's just go sand mining. I'm really curious if I can actually place this right here and just go for a ride. This would be really cool if this works. So far, I'm getting a lot of friction from the sides. I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I might work on that later. But we're going to stay on the water for now until we get out here so we can avoid the tendril, and we're going to grab some sand. The sand is the first step in getting the metals that I will need to kill him. So I'm going to kill you soon. Now, one of the main goals in this mod pack in general is to restore this land to its untainted form. And in order to do that, gosh, I hate all these mobs, but I think, how about we just go right about here? Yeah, here we go. Okay, that's a good place right here. Boat, stay right there. Okay, there's another boat there too. Okay. So, I'm going to just go up here a little ways and grab some of this sand. But yeah, I mean, your goal is to restore this land to an untainted form. I think I've mentioned that previously. Like in the first video, we talked about what your goals were and about, the ship and everything. They wanted to colonize the planet. So one thing that I'm going to be doing, in addition to simply advancing and creating things, I'm going to be ultimately trying to find ways and eventually implementing those ways to restore this land to a non-tainted form, which is going to be really cool. So, hope you're enjoying it so far. Getting some good sand here. Excellent. Ooh, quartzite. That's a new rock. Let's grab a couple of those. Okay. Geologist. I believe it is a igneous. No, it's metamorphic. Okay, there's the quartzite, and we've got that one. And by the way, I turned in the blue schist one, I think it was, or whatever, that was off camera. So we're making progress on that geology those quests. That one takes a while because there's so many different types of stone in this game, which is awesome. But it does take a little while, so just, you know, be patient with that. I'm gonna run into these mobs eventually, I have the feeling. These tainted mobs. I'm gonna grab, like, try to get maybe like 3 stacks of sand for now, because I'm gonna need that glass anyway, for sure. Eventually, we're gonna get something called an excavator that's gonna speed up our sand. Oh, I should have brought some repair material. I guess that's gonna limit our ability to get sand. Yeah, I definitely should have brought some repair material. I don't know why I didn't. Okay. You know, that's probably about good enough. Let me just grab a little bit more. Maybe if I can make it up to 2 stacks. Let's get 2 stacks. One thing that is nice about Tinker's construct is that you can start out with a relatively modest setup and just upgrade, and that's nice. I always appreciate, like these tool upgrades, I think is great. Like, I don't know if that used to be a thing in Tinker's construct or if it's just added by this mod pack or what, but I love the fact that you can upgrade tools in this. I think that's just great. Okay, I'm probably getting pretty close. Actually, I'm just over. So, okay, that's great. So we've got enough sand for... Oh, and I don't know why I was using my sword to harvest the sand, because I just broke it. That's okay, it was just a flint sword. I should really upgrade my sword to a dark wood, or maybe eventually a blood wood, because the blood wood is the strongest wood, I believe, in the game, and or at least that you can get pretty easily. And so I'm probably just might as well upgrade virtually everything to it, because it's going to be a very useful material that I'm going to have plenty of. And so, yeah. Iron kept 1, so if I were to kill him, I would get V in my wand. But I don't feel like killing him right now. Boy, I really am curious about what's up there. Probably not equipped to go up there yet. So I'm going to grab one of my boats and head back. And hopefully this time not smash it into the shore. Because I have the feeling that it'd be useful to have a bunch of boats sitting around here and there and everywhere just to get around. Because I'm definitely in a place here where I am going to be using the water for transportation a lot. So, okay, and we're going to head right over to our little access port. Our bloodwood has not grown yet, unfortunately. I definitely want to check out that place over there. And we will very soon. But let's go back in and work on our Tinker's Construct stuff. So, by the way, one thing you should know that I've done on my voxel map is I've turned on neutral mobs. You can do that simply by opening your map and pressing options or clicking on options. So, something you should all keep in mind. The default is to not have neutral mobs like bats and squid, turned on, chickens, and so forth initially. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to press M so you can click on options and turn those on. I'm going to go over here. First of all, I'm going to create some glass because I need that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Actually, I'm just going to do 3. Actually, I'm running low on coal. What I'm going to do you know what I'm going to do? Okay, I'm going to do 2 things. I am going to get some of this ghost wood. And we are going to make some additional coal because I'm going to need it. And I really should be focused more on my wood gathering. Why isn't this one planted? Did I move that? I don't know. But either way, I'm going to stick that here. Plant that. And that's fine. And then we're going to move over here. I'm going to create another furnace with this cobblestone, which is fine. And we're going to... That's my achievement there, because it didn't have the prior achievement before when I did it the first time. So it's just back in there. And ghost wood. Okay, excellent. So I've got plenty of ghost wood. That'll give me 16 coal. And then on here, I'm going to go ahead and use that for my sand, make some glass. In the meantime, we're going to grab our clay and our gravel. Okay, so now we've got equal portions of both. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with 1 full stack of each. And that'll give me 2 full stacks of grout, and then I'm going to do half a stack more. And that'll give me a 3rd full stack of grout. Because grout basically double, well, it's a 3-to-2 ratio from your ingredients, so you get a little bit more than you put, than would be 1/3. You get 2/3. I mean, it's math, you know. Basically, you put in 3 ingredients, you get 2 ingredients back. I'm going to create 1 more furnace now. Okay, and we're going to place this here, and I could probably put something there too eventually, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll put a workbench there. Okay, so I'm going to take 8 charcoal here, and we're going to go ahead and use that to cook up 1 of the full stacks of grout. Because you need 8 coal to cook up grout. It's 8-to-1 ratio with coal cooking anything. And then we're going to keep harvesting wood. So I'm going to put more ghost wood up. And eventually it'd be nice to have a jungle, like a large jungle wood tree. Do I have any bone meal? I'm going to grab some bone meal so I can get this jungle. Eventually the jungle wood is going to, well, for now it's going to be my most productive. I'm not sure if I have enough space for it, but my most productive tree type. I'm going to grab some more of our, one thing I could do real quick is this. I have copper. It previously detected it, so I'm going to claim that reward. Also, same with tin and silver. So that's going to give me some good reputation there. I found platinum down below, but I haven't sampled it yet. Promethium ore glass. Okay, and let's put our schist back in there and our quartzite. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to, I was going to grab more bone meal. By the way, what is this? Oh, I can, these quests allow me to recover reputation when I die. When you die, you lose like 10 reputation. So this helps me recover some. It's like a freebie, almost free death, if you will. Okay, so mainly I'm working on getting this bronze and the grout. So I need to have grout, and it's going to recognize the grout that I have. It's going to give me some, and then I've got to create 44 smeltery bricks, and I will get the Tinker's Construct book if I do that. So right now I'm smelting my grout into bricks, and I need 44 minimum to get what they want me to get, but I'm going to keep going with that. I need to get more wood. So I was going to, okay, I got that. And let me try this jungle wood. Yeah, it's definitely not going to grow there. So what I would typically do then is move it. Let's try it here. I wish I knew more about tree mechanics. There we go. Tree mechanics, like will it always not grow, or will it change how high it's going to be just in order to grow? So there it grew, which is great. And the jungle wood, again, is going to be my most prolific source of wood. What I can do is I can create a second story on top of that dome there and create a one very protected jungle wood giant tree. And that's going to, once I get a lumber axe, be a really good source of wood. Even without the lumber axe, I can still get a lot of wood out of it. I'm going to go ahead and harvest this maple tree too while I'm at it. I'm not sure if maple wood is any good at all. I don't know how hard that is. I'm pretty sure, though, it's not going to be as good as bloodwood, which is what I'm waiting on over here. That might be too low, actually, so I might at some point harvest that and remove it, or I might just remove the land underneath. Okay. So, tell you what, I better... that's going to give me 10, I need 22, so I'm going to half this, so it's 29, 30, 31, 32, okay. There we go. Perfect. And that's going to give me 32. I'm going to have 4 charcoal left over, which I'll use on my woods that I'm getting here to create more charcoal. And it's all big circle. And then we're going to move on to making the smeltery. Maybe we'll do this actual smeltery next episode because it's getting close to the point where I really should call it an episode. This episode is great because I got sand and grout and I started the smeltery. I also planted the bloodwood and I died and I turned in some quests. Got some sand, got some glass. I should probably close that up, shouldn't I? Okay, and glass. Okay, so I've got the glass. I just finish that off. Okay, put that in there. Sometimes there's a little bit of a bug when these trees leaves are left because they don't always disintegrate or go away. Like, especially I've noticed on silver bells, but apparently on ghostwood too. I think these trees are for the most part nether trees in modded Minecraft typically, so. Let me just bone meal this and keep getting more jungle wood. I'm not sure if I don't think I got any extra saplings from that one. So I definitely want to expand my sapling base. Jungle wood is notoriously less likely to yield saplings than other types of leaves. Like the oak leaf drop chance is like, I don't know, 5 or 10%. Jungle leaves is like 2.5. So in order to have a real chance of getting more than one sapling, you need more than 20 leaf blocks or something like that. I don't know if I did the math right, but they don't drop as, maybe they're 5% and oaks are 10 or something, but jungles don't drop as much as oaks do. And so a lot of the times it's like you get 1 or 2, if that, from your low yield jungle tree leaf patterns like this one. So it's always good to get 1 because then you're at least not losing out. But in order to expand your jungle tree sapling base, you really need to get more than 1 per grow. And I didn't get it there. And actually it's kind of nerve-wracking because I only got 1. 1 is 1 away from 0. I could have gotten 0. My line of jungle trees could have been gone. I would have to go find other saplings or request another requisition or something. Almost done with that. So once that's done, I'm going to put 16 of these jungle wood in here to make more charcoal to fuel my other furnaces. Again, 16, it's a 8-to-1 ratio, so you want to stick with multiples of 8 when you put something in your smeltery or your furnaces. Okay, let's hopefully get sapling here. By the way, there's a tool, it's called a Cato, you can make using netherwoods. So I can make one out of ghostwood, for example. That is used to harvest leaves, but you get the leaf block, not the sapling typically. Okay, there I got finally a second one. So what I want to do is build up to 4 total saplings. And then use those 4 to create a giant one above the dome. And we will get to that eventually. I think I'm going to wrap this episode up though. So if you've been watching, thank you. And just remember to check out the next video. I appreciate your watching, and we'll see you next time on Let's Play Blightfall.